white water. It's unleashed a wild dream in an unlikely place through downtown Columbus, Georgia.
They were looking at this setting and said the Olympics should have been here.
The Chattahoochee is a very large river, even under the low flow condition.
This one's a little violent there.
But first, they'll have to build a 3D model of the river.
So that wave right there is just about perfect.
3, 2, 1.
And blow up 2 dams.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's going to be some of the best urban, if not the best, urban whitewater in America.
These are troubled waters. For decades, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida have struggled over how to share them.
The Chattahoochee is a river, like so many rivers in our country, where the demands on it exceed the supply. But the bottom line is you've got to keep enough water in the river so that it functions like a river, and it needs to flow like a river as well.
Born in the North Georgia mountains, the Chattahoochee flows south for over 500 miles to the Gulf of Mexico. Halfway through that journey, in Columbus, it finds its way barred by 2 rock and masonry dams. City Mills Dam, and 2 miles below it, Eagle and Phoenix. Each of these dams is more than 100 years old, and neither serves any useful purpose anymore.
I guess this crazy idea was floated, no pun intended, roughly 20 years ago by a guy named Neil Wickham.
In 1975, Neil Wickham opened Columbus's first outdoor store, predecessor to the one downtown today.
Yes, sir.
One day, this avid canoeist had a dream.
We would go up on the Nantahala and come home and talk about the river here and say, gosh, it sure would be nice, you know, if they take out the dams.
Then he could paddle whitewater in his own backyard. To sell the idea, he went to a friend, Bill Turner, chairman of the W.C. Bradley Company that owned much of the land along the river.
I talked to him about having a whitewater run, and his sons were at the age they picked up the ball and ran with it.
One of them was John Turner.
I thought that that was just an awesome idea. I mean, the notion that behind these dams there was lurking this whitewater experience.
The main challenge was finding an engineer who could make Columbus's whitewater dream a reality. In 1996, the Olympic Games came to Atlanta. The whitewater competition events were held on a newly constructed course on the Ocoee River in Tennessee.
We knew about Rick McLaughlin as a result of Rick's group working on the Ocoee River Olympic venue.
You may have to take out that pipe and the debris.
After we designed the Olympic course on that Ocoee, whitewater started to take off. And you know, in the last 15 years of my career, it's been the majority of the work that I've done.
Rick and John Anderson, who works with him, their first visit to Columbus, they were looking at this setting that you see here, and they turned to each other, and this was in 1998, and said the Olympics should have been here.
What Rick McLaughlin could see that first day in Columbus was the same thing he'd helped develop in Denver. Confluence Park is on the edge of downtown Denver, the place where Cherry Creek joins the South Platte River. In the 1970s, it ran through an abandoned industrial area.
To our knowledge, this is the first urban whitewater boat shoot in the United States of America. It's really taken a blighted and ignored, rejected area of Denver and made it one of the hottest, most vibrant areas of our community.